Good evening. It is the 2nd of April 2024. Welcome to our main news broadcast. My name is Sylvia Zulu. Here are the top stories making headlines in our news tonight. 32 people die in Easter holiday road accidents. Governance expert MIYANDA calls for fair environmental justice. Bank of Zambia takes possession of insolvent INVESTRUST Bank. In international news, South Africa parliamentary speaker faces imminent arrest over GRAFT charges. And in sports news, Copper Queens ready to face Atlas Lioness of Morocco. I will be back with the details after this break. Don't go away.
Enjoy the benefits of an instant loan with us ranging from 1,000 kwacha to 750,000 kwacha paid express once collateral is viewed, valued and verified. Call us on 0763 595 359 or 0779 432 993. Classified Financial Express, here as your financial friend.
Are you perplexed about how to overcome the financial, psychological and mental health challenges around you? Well, worry no more, because help is here. The Healing Word Ministries International, in conjunction with Camnet TV, cordially invites the general public to a one-day seminar on mental health challenges and mental wellness solutions for individuals, families, the church and society. Speakers include Dr. William Perry, President, Mental Health Association of Zambia; Dr. George Tafuna, psychotherapist, Chainame National Mental Health Hospital; Mr. Friday Salamo, Senior Mental Health Officer, the Ministry of Health; Professor Michael Munkumba, Executive Mentor and Life Coach, Nihachi Group; Bishop Peter Tanda Molenga, Presiding Bishop, Christian Word Center International; Pastor Lizzie Dakambuzi, President, Aglo International; and Dr. Evans Perry from the Spirit of Faith Ministries. The venue is at the Healing Word Ministries International Church in Ibex Hill, Lusaka, on the 6th of April 2024 from 0830 hours to 17 hours at only 250 kwacha all round, food inclusive. You can get your tickets from Camnet office in Ibex Hill between 08 hours and 17 hours, or you can buy via mobile money on 0962 965883 or 0979 753010. For more details, you can call 0962 965883 or 0979 753010. Don't miss. See you there.
Thank you so much for staying with us. And now the news in detail. Kalikiliki Ward Councillor Shadrack Shamwanga has expressed gratitude to a well-wisher who pledged to expand their mobile health facility by putting up a maternity ward. In an interview with Camnet News, Mr. Shamwanga says the development, when actualized, will positively impact the lives of residents who currently have been facing challenges in accessing healthcare services. Meanwhile, Cynthia Simudenda, a resident of Kalikiliki, says the development will alleviate the challenges faced by pregnant women during childbirth.
Access to healthcare services is paramount for the well-being of individuals and communities, as it ensures timely diagnosis, treatment and preventive care, ultimately improving health outcomes and quality of life. However, the absence of adequate healthcare services in a locality with numerous neighborhoods can have severe repercussions, as it may exacerbate health disparities, particularly among marginalized populations who may already face socio-economic challenges. This is the case of residents in Kalikiriki compound who have been grappling with the effects of not having a healthcare facility within their locality. But through a well-wisher, the residents now have a glimmer of hope as the construction of a maternity ward and expansion of their mobile health facility has taken effect.
Behind me, this is the only health facility that caters for all these places that I've mentioned. For so many years, people have been suffering. This health facility you are seeing behind, it closes around 18 hours. So when you are sick around 23 or 24, you have to go to Mtendere. Maybe if our mothers are expecting, they're about to deliver, they have to go to a neighboring clinic, Charleston, Baoleni or Kalingalinga, to access their healthy services. So it has been so unfortunate until a well-wisher came through for us to come and do the maternity wing, because women deliver on their way to their clinic. Why? Because they go to far distances. So the coming up of this maternity wing, it will actually assist our women here in Kalikiriki ward to just be accessing their health services just close to their doorstep.
One of the residents, Cynthia Simudenda, has hailed the help rendered to the community, especially after challenges faced by pregnant mothers during childbirth.
Like kuno population ya kuno ikalinga Kalikiriki and Mtendere East. Then ibantu ni bambiri mani kumtendere kliniki ni kutari. Then kuno muntu ngatadwara usiku nishini kubukinga kwenda ku Mtendere kliniki. Manja akapezeka ati muntu alipendalama ni mavuto mani. So kuno kliniki ikakura izatitandizira wani kuri bama mimba. Oro mimba ya uka ni pafupi hapa muntu angaende abwera papira kuno. Then bo dwara usiku muntu angadware akadwara angabwere kuno kliniki mame bati mangira kliniki. So nchoko ndweresa maningi tinamvera bwino maningi kuti chipatara chatu chimangiwa.
Another resident has expressed delight over the development.
Tinakukira kuno first tenzo futika. Tenzo uzinga che Mtendere every time. Sometimes muzapeza mzimai mimba ya huko pokutafika ku Mtendere asafira na mchidai. So famene wachidai vitakondola maningi kutiletera leba pafupi pana. Bana muzwati Mtendere is big ni chumuzi chikuru kutoka hapa paka kusalama paki. Maiona so bakaleta leba nishimwa tutendiza abantu sibazambo kufa maningi mwene wezo fera kudala. Muzapeza muntu alina mimba alina bleeding pakuti afike kuja kumtendere nishi blood jasira afela na munjirai.
Chanda Mwango for Camnet News in Lusaka.
ProLight Foundation founder Wendo Chongo has called on women in communities to prioritize acquiring skills. In an interview with Camnet News, Ms. Chongo says it is important for women to engage in productive activities instead of solely relying on their partners. And Yvonne Chikuku, a Lusaka resident, has advised breastfeeding mothers to feed their children healthy foods that are affordable and available on the common market.
As the nation grapples with soaring prices of food, women in various communities have been encouraged to venture into small businesses to ensure household food security and independence, with the food basket experiencing a stepped rise in cost of household, particularly those led by women, are facing increased challenges in providing nutritious meals for their families. According to a recent report released by Jesut Center, the food basket of basic needs of 5 people stands at about 10,600 from 10,300 kwacha. 27th March 2024, speaking at a donation event that took place at the National Hero Stadium, the Ministry of Health warned of acute malnutrition. Women are now encouraged not to fold their hands and wait, but also start up businesses. Happiness Zenda, a Lusaka resident who runs her small business of Munkoyo in Chiwantu, says that despite the challenges faced in her business, she still urges women to take steps in providing for their families.
Nganika bisweki nganika business bali ponzi beyonga kwanise kuti na ife chitandizire ko pa nyumba pamuna akaletawo kangono nayo itako kangono
tatanizirana bana swanga fenjala bana ngazikala niwokuta because it was a tigwirita pamozi nchito chitandizana ye mama inga paseko advice kwanzanga.
For Yvonne Chikuku, she adds that women can feed their children healthy food that are available and affordable on the common market. Ms. Chikuku further explains that there is no need for a woman to sit and watch her children suffer from malnutrition, while she can also provide. And Luendo Chongo, founder of ProLight Foundation, has emphasized on women obtaining a skill. She adds that from long ago, women have been on the forefront, making sure that farms are well run. With this, she has encouraged women to wake up in urban areas and take the lead in caring for their homes and families.
Things are changing, even women should change. Women should aim to also have to bring something on the table, bring a source of income, learn a skill. I think the best would be learning a skill. Not every woman has the opportunity to get a white-collar job. So if you can't get a white-collar job, the best you can do is learn a skill. When you learn a skill, do something that will bring money home. Learn how to do vitumbua, learn how to do tailoring, learn how to do hair. All those things are things that are bringing money on the market, and it's just up to every woman in the home to take advantage of that for the sake of their family and children. And that's the only way we can also deal with the issue of poverty, because we have a lot of families now having little or no.
As the nation confronts the twin challenges of raising food costs and malnutrition, empowering women to take charge of their economic destiny emerges as a critical step towards ensuring food security, promoting health and equity, building resilient communities. Prudence Chibwe for Camnet TV News, Lusaka.
Now, Camnet TV would like to apologize and reservedly to Chawama Catholic priest Father Anthony Salangeta for information erroneously attributed to him in our news aired on 1st of April 2024, in which Governance and Development Advocate Zambia Executive Director Elias Mulenga was the source. Mr. Mulenga, in the news item, wrongly accused Father Salangeta of advocating for street vending and blaming government over load shedding. It has, however, come to our attention that the priest in question or in the report is not Father Salangeta. Maintaining the highest standards of accuracy and integrity is paramount to us, and we regret any confusion or inconvenience these may have caused to the Father and our viewers. In other news, governance expert and human rights advocate Wesley MIYANDA urged the government to address the Forest 27 issue with the same seriousness demonstrated in the recent arrest of Chief Chikwa of the Senga people in Chama district. Chief Chikwa was apprehended on March 31st, 2024 for encroaching on a restricted game area and conducting timber cutting activities. Speaking to Camnet News, Mr. MIYANDA stressed the need for the government to fulfill its commitment over the forest and dismantle any structures erected within it, as it was an act of illegality. He has called on chiefs in various chiefdoms to refrain from such activities, emphasizing their role as custodians of the law.
On Monday, 1st April 2024, President for Patriots for Economic Progress, PEP Sean Tembo, condemned the arrest of Chief Chikwa of the Senga people in Chama district, describing it as harassment, further calling for the withdrawal of all charges leveled against him.
We're concerned, and we wish to condemn in the strongest terms possible the arrest yesterday of Chief Chikwa of Chama district of Eastern Province for the alleged offense of cutting down trees in his chiefdom. We feel that this arrest was draconian and it amounted to harassment of the chief. because when you look at Chief Chikwa, you realize that his chiefdom lies almost entirely in the Chikwa game management area.
Chief Chikwa was apprehended on Sunday, 31st March 2024 for encroaching into a game-restricted area where he was cutting timber. This development has been received with mixed reactions, with the latest being from governance expert and human rights advocate Wes MIYANDA. In an interview with Camnet News, Mr. MIYANDA has drawn parallels between Chief Chikwa's arrest and the Forest 27 case, emphasizing the need for the government to treat both cases with equal seriousness as they are not different.
The land, and is also the custodian of law. So we are saying this one actually is a clear indication that no one is above the law. Having said that, I think we need to remind Zambians that we still have an issue related to the same case where we have Forest 27 in Chieftainess Commercial's chiefdom in Lusaka province, which has been shared by the same politicians. And we see from the way it go when UPND was in opposition, they promised the people of Zambia that they would come and reverse the transaction. They will come and reverse the deal by re-gazetting the forest to ensure that the national preserve is actually kept for the people of Zambia, because that is an underground water source for Lusaka province. So no one is talking about it now, because it's like most of these politicians are bloody stained when it comes to Forest 27. We are saying, when is this going to be handled? Because we want to see some kind of fairness in the way the rule of law is being applied.
Mr. MIYANDA has further urged the other chiefs to refrain from similar illegal activities to uphold the law as custodians of their communities.
And charging of Chief Chikwa of Chama District, Eastern Province, over the alleged cutting down of trees in the game management area makes us start reading. It's unfortunate that no traditional leaders can be found in such situations. I think there is need for all our traditional leaders to look at this one as a wake-up call, just to ensure that they avoid certain things that will actually bring some kind of embarrassment, just as we have seen in the case of Chief Chikwa. Yes, we understand what game management area is, because this is part of what the community can benefit from. And now when you look at what has happened with the chief that has been arrested, of course we may have other issues surrounding the same, but all in all we are saying the chief actually is supposed to actually exhibit the highest discipline.
Chanda Mwangu for Camnet News in Lusaka.
The National Union of Public and Private Educators of Zambia, NUPEZ, has welcomed the government's clinching of date restructuring deal with the Eurobond holders, with a call for a date cancellation campaign on the country's bilateral debt. NUPEZ President Victor Muyumba believes that while the restructuring deal is a positive step, the government should pursue debt cancellation, especially for bilateral debts, as repayment remains a burden for the future. In an interview with Camnet News, Mr. Muyumba has since proposed the introduction of a program to restructure citizens' minds in order to enable them contribute positively at this critical time when their input is needed. He has since urged Zambian citizens to support the government by working hard in whichever little way to ensure that the country is able to repay its debt.
The National Union of Public and Private Educators of Zambia, NUPEZ, has added the Labour Movement's voice on the 2024 agreement between Zambia and External Bondholder Steering Committee on restructuring $3.5 billion of the country's Eurobonds. The deal, which had dragged, was finally announced Monday, 20th March 2024, bringing relief to the country.
And the agreement that has taken place, it's a significant milestone, which should not be even underrated in any way. Even when it comes to political sentiment, I think it should be fairly be done to.
Commenting on the deal, the National Union of Public and Private Educators of Zambia has hailed government for achieving the 2024 agreement. NUPEZ President Victor Muyumba has however urged government to push for debt cancellation on the bilateral debt as seen in the past with the Jubilee campaign.
So we should have the same campaign we had in the early 2000s of championing debt forgiveness or cancellation. And as a union, we still believe we can embark on this particular journey where bilateral debt is concerned, that these countries forgive us. They cancel the debt. That will be more sustainable than it is now. We do understand that those that were borrowing anywhere there was money or from anywhere, provided there was money. And the bondholders, these, Shylocks, if you like, might not go for debt cancellation.
Speaking in an interview with Camnet News, Mr. Muyumbaza ever urged citizens to support government in the journey of paying back the debt by working hard to facilitate the generation of enough revenue in the country.
We can help the government by working hard in whichever sector we are. It's agriculture, it's education, it's tourism, it's mining, it's energy. Mention them. We need to work hard and become productive, because the more we produce, the more money we bring in.
NUPES has since advised government to embark on the mindset change campaign to inculcate attitude of hard work in Zambian citizens. For Camnet TV News, Afias Kaptula, Lusaka.
The Patriotic Front, PF, has warned its members to recognize the leadership changes in the party being led by Mao Sampa and stop masquerading as party leaders in different capacities. Party Deputy Media Director Hingando Hamasamu says the party has noted with concern some PF officials failing to adapt to leadership changes featuring on some major platforms with positions they do not hold. Mr. Hamasamu was speaking in an interview with Camnet News Tuesday afternoon.
Without these confusions that are unnecessarily being created by members of the political party itself, PF. Why is this happening? So let's be clear with this. The president of the party is Honorable Mao Sampa. He is exercising the powers as such. Even now, as we talk about if there was going to be a by-election, there has been by-elections, any nomination certificates are being signed by Honorable Mao Sampa. So if any other person signs a nomination certificate, it is invalid. That candidate will not be accepted by ECZ. That is the situation right now. Now, we are trying to emphasize that he who has the power, he who holds the power, exercises the power that he has. So if others cannot sign documents as like those ones, it means that they don't hold the powers of the office of presidents of the party for PF. So we would like to make sure that people understand that PF is not under confusion. It is not at any war with anybody. It is some people who are at war with PF. The party remains the way it is. We all know some matters that we cannot discuss in the media that are sub judice. So we keep it that way and wait until the court disposes of some of the matters that we could be talking, obviously, in a couple of months to come. At this point in time, we would like to make sure that people out there in the structures countrywide go down there and organize their people. They can come to the secretariat, engage Honorable Mao Sampa and all other MPs that are still faithful and loyal to the party. So we're not fighting anyone. We're not calling any person names. We're just saying the party is intact. The party is doing fine. We're rebranding to make sure that changes are made appropriately and properly.
Opposition Socialist Party leader Dr. Fred Membe has charged that the debt restructuring plan offers little assurance for Zambians. Dr. Membe says the debt restructuring merely delays the inevitable repayment of the current debts. The opposition leader explains that his party prioritizes national interest and aims not to capitalize on the government's failures. Meanwhile, Dr. Membe has criticized the focus on past administration debts, highlighting the current administration's borrowing practices, which seem to be overlooked. The opposition leader was speaking shortly after his court appearance at the Lusaka magistrate.
The debt restructuring. It may please us that our debt has been restructured or is being restructured. but it guarantees us nothing. It guarantees us nothing. We have not been paying any debts over the last 2.5 years, or almost 3 years. But we still have problems. Debt restructuring is not a debt write-off. They are just postponing the payments or restructuring the way you pay back your debt. You still have to pay. You were not paying over the last 3 years or so. Now you have to start paying something periodically. I don't know how that will improve our living conditions. I hope it will help. We wish the best for our people, for our country. We socialists are patriots. It starts with ownership. You have to start owning your economy so that you take care of your own destiny. What you don't own, you can't control. You can't manage what is not yours. You can make as much noise as possible as you can. But what you don't own, you can't control. You can only control what you own to a large extent.
Federation of Free Trade Union FFTUZ has expressed excitement over the moving of NEMA from the Ministry of Labour to the Ministry of Health. Speaking in an interview, FFTUZ Secretary General Nelson Mwale explains that NEMA is not a preserve of workers but a solidarity of schemes that cover for the general citizens of the country. Mr. Mwale adds that the Ministry of Health is the best to handle NEMA, looking at the experts and experience of the ministry.
The moving of the National Health Insurance Management Authority, NEMA, from the Ministry of Labour and Social Security to the Ministry of Health has remained contentious. Ministry of Health Permanent Secretary for Administration Christopher Simonga recently announced that government has moved NEMA back to Ministry of Health, making a pivotal moment in the country's healthcare landscape by aligning its mandate more closely with overarching goals of health sector and sustainability. Federation of Free Trade Union FFTUZ is pleased with the move, explaining that the union has been advocating for the return of NEMA back to the Ministry of Health. FFTUZ Secretary General Nelson Mwale says NEMA should not be taken as a preserve of workers but as a solidarity of schemes that cover for all the country's citizens.
This one is very, very simple. The Ministry of Health accommodates all necessary expertise that are required, to help out the Zambian citizen. And I also want to make a mention that NEMA is not a preserve of workers. NEMA is a solidarity scheme that includes all the citizens, the general citizenry, regardless of whether they are workers or not. They are in the private sector, they are in the entrepreneurship. NEMA is all inclusive, and to take it as a preserve of workers, it was wrong. And so we call upon the government to ensure that NEMA, is taken.
Mr. Mwale has urged the ministry to prudently utilize the funds under NEMA, adding that the ministry should maintain the functions and operations of the scheme.
Is taken as it has been taken. And we also want to make a mention that the end users at Ministry of Health must ensure prudent utilization of resources. We heard of issues of at one time misapplication, at one time illegalities, at one time misappropriation. I think all those issues must be considered.
Prudence Chibwe for Camnet TV News, Lusaka.
Barotse Royal Establishment has invited His Royal Highness Mwene Lubemba Paramount Chief Chitimukulu Kanyanta Manga II of the Bemba people to grace this year's Komboka ceremony of the Lozi people in Western Province. Ngambela Manyando Mukela said this when he addressed the media at Lumulunga Royal Palace. Mr. MIYANDA said the integration visit exchange fosters peace and unity in diversity as people tend to learn various cultures in the country.
Is approaching, there are a lot of expectations from people about the INVEST. At this year's ceremony, the Barro's Royal Establishment, as among others, revealed that Paramount Chief Echitimukulu Kanyatamanga II of the Bemba-speaking people will be the guest of honor at this year's Komboka ceremony slotted for 20th April 2024. Barro's Royal Establishment Ngambira Manyando Mkela has disclosed during a press briefing at Limunga Royal Palace in the Limunga district of Western Province. He added that the exchange visit for traditional ceremonies embrace unity among chiefdoms.
The Barro's Royal Establishment is delighted to inform the public that at this year's Komboka ceremony, the guest of honor will be Mwine Lubemba, Chitimukulu Kanyanta Manga 2. May I take this opportunity to explain that cultural exchanges among traditional systems in Zambia are critically beneficial to the country. They must be encouraged and supported. They help enhance regional understanding and ethnic coexistence. They engender stability in the country and bring about unity in diversity. I appeal, therefore, to our local host community in Barotland to give our usual hospitable welcome to our visiting guests.
And Ngambira Mkela is appealing to the people in the kingdom to utilize the canals initiative as exhibited by ancestors.
Because of their effort, because of their innovation, we are able to conduct our Komboka ceremony along the canals that they constructed a long time ago. To the people here in Barotland and elsewhere, always to try and find answers to issues that seem to be out of their control.
Meanwhile, Chamber of Commerce and Industry Secretary Samuel Ritebere and Mungu FM Director Mkiariwena also added a word towards the Komboka ceremony.
I expect that as he is coming, I'm sure our business is going to improve, is going to boom a bit because we need more people coming in. As they come in, I'm sure they're going to spend some money on accommodation, on food.
As we enjoyed our time in Bembaland, they welcomed us well, and we learned a lot from them in terms of cultural exchange and a lot more. So I think it's the right time now for them to also come and learn from our side, and we hope to host our
Mosiabo Kabira, Camnet News in Limurunga District, Western Province.
Still to come in the news, 32 people have been killed in road traffic accident during the 2024 Easter holiday. I will be back with the details after this break.
Are you looking for a reliable and efficient courier company with international standards? Then let UBZ Courier, your trusted partner in swift and secure deliveries, be your ultimate choice. Whether it's a small package or a hefty consignment, UBZ Courier handles it all, locally and internationally. Our modern call center ensures personalized attention for every client. For seamless deliveries within Zambia and beyond, trust UBZ Courier. Call us now on +260 763 062 680 or visit us at plot number 15 Mwapona Road, Woodlands, Lusaka, Zambia. UBZ Courier, a world-class brand that can be trusted.
Potatoes, the unsung heroes of flavor. From crispy chips to creamy mash, potatoes are the versatile superstars of your kitchen. Grown with love by our dedicated workforce drawn from around the community of Palavana. Savenda Farm's commitment is to see to it that we have potatoes that are grown right, healthy, big and tasty. For that quick fix or big celebration or that meal that brings family together, top chefs rely on the Savenda potato to create culinary masterpieces. And for others, it's that icebreaker to a delightful conversation. So, embrace the magic of Savenda potatoes. They're not just a side dish, they're the heart and soul of your kitchen. Savenda, save nations, develop Africa.
Enjoy the benefits of an instant loan with us ranging from 1,000 kwacha to 750,000 kwacha paid express once collateral is viewed, valued and verified. Call us on 0763 595 359 or 0779 432 993. Classified Financial Express, here as your financial friend.
With this impending drought, it's time we look to alternatives of sustaining our crops. We as ISDP are promoting irrigation and water harvesting as the solution to challenges posed by climate change. Watch our 13-week series as we unfold the solutions for our crops. Catch us every Monday at 2040 hours, repeats every Tuesday at 1910.
Sitizalema kukuya mekani chifukwatizi watandizo latu.
Are you perplexed about how to overcome the financial, psychological, and mental health challenges around you? Well, worry no more, because help is here. The Healing Word Ministries International, in conjunction with Camnet TV, cordially invites the general public to a one-day seminar on mental health challenges and mental wellness solutions for individuals, families, the church, and society. Speakers include Dr. William Perry, President, Mental Health Association of Zambia; Dr. George Tafuna, psychotherapist, Chainame National Mental Health Hospital; Mr. Friday Salamo, Senior Mental Health Officer, the Ministry of Health; Professor Michael Munkumba, Executive Mentor and Life Coach, Mihachi Group; Bishop Peter Tanda Molenga, Presiding Bishop, Christian Word Center International; Pastor Lizzie Dakambuzi, President, Aglo International; and Dr. Evans Perry from the Spirit of Faith Ministries. The venue is at the Healing Word Ministries International Church in Ibex Hill, Lusaka, on the 6th of April 2024 from 0830 hours to 17 hours at only 250 kwacha all round, food inclusive. You can get your tickets from Camnet office in Ibex Hill between 08 hours and 17 hours, or you can buy via mobile money on 0962 965883 or 0979 753010. For more details, you can call 0962 965883 or 0979 753010. Don't miss. See you there.
Thank you so much for staying with us. We'll now continue with more news. 32 people have been killed in road traffic accidents during the 2024 Easter holiday out of 338 accidents recorded. Police spokesperson Ray Hamonga says 26 were serious road traffic accidents in which 59 persons were seriously injured. 78 were slight road traffic accidents in which 91 persons were slightly injured. Mr. Hamonga says in comparison with 2023 Easter holiday, 208 road traffic accidents were recorded as compared to 338 road traffic accidents recorded this year, translating to an increase by 130 road traffic accidents. Meanwhile, police have summoned Florence Solochi, a social media celebrity, following allegations of sexual assault that circulated on social media. Mr. Hamonga says on 2nd April 2024, an interview was conducted in alleged victim of sodomy, with details yet to be communicated to the public.
Saga province recorded the highest number of road traffic accidents with 207 with 6 fatalities. Cooper Belt recorded 28 with 2 fatalities. Central Province recorded 27 with 5 fatalities. Southern Province recorded 21 road traffic accidents with 2 fatalities. Eastern Province recorded 14 road traffic accidents with 2 fatalities. Luapula recorded 12 road traffic accidents with 9 fatalities. Western Province had 11 with only 1 fatality. Northwestern Province recorded 9 with no fatality. Muchinga Province recorded 6 and 5 fatalities. And Northern Province with 3 road traffic accidents with no fatality. The increase in road traffic accidents and casualties in 2024 Easter holiday have been attributed to the various reasons. 1. Misjudging clearance distance with 25% of the accidents recorded. 15% constitute of excessive speed. 10% failing to keep to near side. 7% overtaking improperly. 6% failing to obey traffic sign. 5% as a result of cutting in. 4% pedestrians crossing or at a road on the road. The post on Facebook, an individual identified as Florence Solochi claims to be a victim of sodomy. Despite the seriousness of this allegation, the alleged victim has not formally lodged a complaint to the police. While we take all reports of criminal activity seriously, it is imperative that individuals come forward to provide formal statements and cooperate with authorities in order to properly investigate such matters. Without a formal complaint, it is challenging for law enforcement to fully investigate and take appropriate action. We today, as Zambia Police Service, the 2nd of April 2024, did summon Florence Solochi for an interview in Kabwe, which details will be available to the public once investigations have been concluded.
The Bank of Zambia, BOZ, has announced possession of INVESTRUST Bank with effect from Tuesday, April 2nd, 2024. The possession has been necessitated by the bank's insolvency, which could not be resolved through numerous engagements with its shareholders. In a statement obtained from its website by Camnet TV, BOZ says shareholders have been unable to resolve the insolvency through recapitalization. The country's central bank says pursuant to Section 64 of the Banking and Financial Services Act No. 7 of 2017, BFSA, the Bank of Zambia has taken possession to safeguard financial stability and the interests of the public. BOZ says it is working with key stakeholders, including the government, on mechanisms for depositors not to lose any of their money. The bank has since urged all depositors to remain calm as implementation of the resolution mechanisms are being worked upon. We now take our last set of commercials. I will be back with the rest of the news after the break.
Introducing Darren B, a touch of class. Are you looking for the perfect place to elevate your style and glam up? Look no further. Darren B Touch of Class is your one-stop destination for hair and makeup transformation. Walk into Darren B and walk out feeling like a star. Your transformation starts here. Call us on 0772 870 588 or WhatsApp on 0972 049 213 to book your appointment today. Payments are made via mobile money or point-of-sale machine. Strictly no cash payments. We are located along Mossy Road in Ibex Hill, fourth close on the left after Kalikiliki Police Post. At Darren Bay, we pride ourselves on our team of dedicated and trained personnel ready to pamper both women and children. Darren Bay is open 7 days a week from 0720 hours to 1740 hours. From trendy hairstyles and stylish makeovers to flawless makeup, we do it all. Darren Bay, a touch of class.
Enjoy the benefits of an instant loan with us ranging from 1,000 kwacha to 750,000 kwacha paid express once collateral is viewed, valued and verified. Call us on 0763 595 359 or 0779 432 993. Classified Financial Express, here as your financial friend.
With this impending drought, it's time we look to alternatives of sustaining our crops. We as ISDP are promoting irrigation and water harvesting as the solution to challenges posed by climate change. Watch our 13-week series as we unfold the solutions for our crops. Catch us every Monday at 2040 hours, repeats every Tuesday at 1910.
Sitizalema kukuya mekani chifukwatizi watandizo latu.
Are you perplexed about how to overcome the financial, psychological, and mental health challenges around you? Well, worry no more, because help is here. The Healing Word Ministries International, in conjunction with Camnet TV, cordially invites the general public to a one-day seminar on mental health challenges and mental wellness solutions for individuals, families, the church, and society. Speakers include Dr. William Perry, President, Mental Health Association of Zambia; Dr. George Tafuna, psychotherapist, Chainame National Mental Health Hospital; Mr. Friday Salamo, Senior Mental Health Officer, the Ministry of Health; Professor Michael Munkumba, Executive Mentor and Life Coach, Mihachi Group; Bishop Peter Tanda Molenga, Presiding Bishop, Christian Word Center International; Pastor Lizzie Dakambuzi, President, Aglo International; and Dr. Evans Perry from the Spirit of Faith Ministries. The venue is at the Healing Word Ministries International Church in Ibex Hill, Lusaka, on the 6th of April 2024 from 0830 hours to 17 hours at only 250 kwacha all round, food inclusive. You can get your tickets from Camnet office in Ibex Hill between 08 hours and 17 hours, or you can buy via mobile money on 0962 965883 or 0979 753010. For more details, you can call 0962 965883 or 0979 753010. Don't miss. See you there.
Swevota tutiowe mwamileza kulandiswe kulatuwabilila toba nabagwe tagatulegeleli.
In international news, South Africa's parliamentary speaker faces imminent arrest over corruption charges after a court on Tuesday dismissed her bid to block police and prosecutors from arresting her. Nosiviwe Mapisa Kakula, who is a senior member of the ruling African National Congress Party, is accused of receiving bribes from a defense contractor while she was defense minister. According to prosecutors, she received 11 payments totaling $137,000 between December 2016 and January 2019. She sought another bribe of $105,000, but that wasn't paid, prosecutors said. Opposition lawmakers have called for her to step down from her position as Speaker over the allegations. Mapisa Kakula last week launched an urgent court bid to block her arrest, but a judge at the North Gutton High Court in Pretoria dismissed her application on Tuesday. Here's a roundup of international news.
South Africa's parliamentary speaker faces imminent arrest over corruption charges after a court on Tuesday dismissed her bid to block police and prosecutors from arresting her. Nosiviwe Bapisa Nkakula, who is a senior member of the ruling African National Congress Party, is accused of receiving bribes from a defense contractor while she was defense minister. According to prosecutors, she received 11 payments totaling $135,000 between December 2016 and July 2019. She sought another bribe of $105,000, but that wasn't paid, according to prosecutors. Opposition lawmakers have called for her to step down from her position as Speaker over the allegations. The Speaker is the latest ANC leader to face corruption allegations as the party prepares to fight tough national elections this year.
We echo the sentiments shared by President.
As violence continues in Haiti, Florida residents are concerned that families and friends on the Caribbean island nation are basically prisoners of their own homes. Kosi Joseph runs the Gascoigne Cled Foundation, which worked to provide health care, education and sports opportunities in Haiti and the United States for more than 2 decades.
This is the worst that I've seen. I've never seen Haiti like this. I've never seen so much devastation. I've never seen so much. I've never felt so helpless and hopeless.
Armed gangs went on a rampage about a month ago, starting with attacks on prisons, police stations and the airport, and moving on to upscale neighborhoods in Haiti's capital of Port-au-Prince.
I have family in Port-au-Prince who are basically prisoners in their own home. They are in the heart of, they live near Croix Bouquet, which is a gang, infested by the gang, and they're held hostage in their own home. They can't really go out because they don't feel safe. I mean, who wants to be in that situation? So it's heartbroken for everyone, and I think almost every Haitian, whether you're living outside of Haiti or in Haiti, is impacted by this. I mean, at some point it gets to be very traumatic.
Scores of people have been killed and thousands have been left homeless amid the violence. Palestinians in Gaza's southern city of Rafah, where some 1.4 million people, more than half of the country's population, have sought refuge, are struggling to make ends meet. They say they already is tricky. Only God's will is what keeps us alive. The aid coming is not enough, and the people are not fed. Everyone is deprived of everything, and our children are now suffering from anemia, and our girls faint when they work. They say they're already trickling humanitarian aid is difficult to obtain, and foodstuffs at the city's market, overwhelmed with thousands of people, are too expensive. There are no banks to release the salaries of employees. People want to buy everything and stock up their homes and fridges. But at the same time, goods are very expensive for both sellers and consumers. People don't have the cash to secure the needs of their families, their households. The top United Nations Court on Thursday ordered Israel to make measures to improve the humanitarian situation in Gaza, including opening more land crossings to allow food, water and fuel and other supplies into the war-ravaged enclave.
Zambia national women's team coach Bruce Mwape says the team is ready to face Atlas Lionesses of Morocco for the Paris 2024 Olympic qualifier final round first leg match scheduled for Friday 5th April 2024 at the Levi Mwanawasa Stadium in Douala. Mwape says only 3 foreign-based players are missing and all the local players are already in camp preparing for the game. He adds that Margaret Belemu and the rest of the team that recently came back from the military training will not be part of the game as they need to regain fitness for their clubs. Speaking in a telephone interview with Zanis, Mwape said the foreign-based players Rachel Kundananji and Priska Chilufya are expected to join the team today. Mwape further added that the team has been in camp since last week and is confident that the Queens are ready for the game. He stated that the squad for the 2024 Olympic qualifier final round will be named tomorrow, Wednesday. All the best to the national women's team. And that story concludes our main news for tonight. Here's a recap of the stories making headlines. 32 people die in Easter holiday road accidents. Governance expert MIYANDA calls for fair environmental justice. Bank of Zambia takes possession of insolvent INVESTRUST Bank. In international news, South Africa parliamentary speaker faces imminent arrest over GRAFT charges. And in sports news, Copper Queens ready to face Atlas Lionesses of Morocco. Our verse of the day is coming from the book of Proverbs 3, verse 5 to 6. Trust in the Lord with all thy heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all the ways acknowledge him and he shall direct your paths. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Sylvia Zulu. Do enjoy the rest of our programming. Good night.